Hello everyone, I am Ashwini Saurabh Mehtas from Department of Statistics, RBNB College, Srinampur. In today's lecture, we will study independence of random variables, that is bivariate random variables. Suppose x comma y is a bivariate random variable and f of x comma y is its joint PDF. This is the joint PDF of x comma y. Then suppose f1x and f2x are the marginal PDFs of x and y. So f1x and f2y are the marginal PDFs of x and y. Suppose g1 of x given y and g2 of y given x. These are the conditional PDFs of x given y and y given x. So this is the information. Then the random variables x and y are said to be independent if this condition is satisfied. For all x and y. So for all values of x and y in the given range set, if this condition is satisfied, then x and y are said to be independent random variables. So we can note that here this g1 of x given y, its definition is, and suppose we are given that x and y are independent random variables, then we can substitute here in the numerator. F of xy is the multiplication of f1x and f2y. So we will get it as f1x. So if x and y are independent, then the marginal PDF, that is marginal distribution of x, is similar to the conditional distribution of x given y. Similarly, we can write it for conditional distribution of y given x. So in that case, this is the definition, and similarly if we put in the numerator the independency conditions, then we will get f2y. So marginal distribution of y is same as conditional distribution of y given x in case when x and y are independent random variables. Let's see one example. Suppose we are given that x comma y is a bivariate random variable having PDF So this is the given PDF, and we want to check that if the random variables x and y are independent, then we will first calculate their marginal PDFs. So f1x can be calculated by integrating with respect to y. Here the range of y is from 0 to infinity. So e raised to minus x is a constant. So here we can see that this is the marginal PDF of x. After solving this integration, this example has already taken in my last lecture. So similarly, we can find out the marginal distribution of y, which is e raised to minus y and y greater than 0. So these are the marginal distribution. Let's check whether they are independent or not. So multiplying these two equations, we'll get e raised to minus x plus y. So this is the multiplication, and here we can see that this is equals to f of xy. So the product of marginal distributions equals to the joint PDF means here we can say that x and y are independent random variables. So similarly, we can check for many examples or given PDF of joint distribution. let's see the next concept, which is expectation, mean, variance and movements. So how can we calculate the movements from bivariate distribution? Suppose we are given that x, y is a bivariate random variable with joint PDF f of xy, and suppose g of x, y is any function of that bivariate random variable x and y. Then its expectation is calculated. So this is double integration g of xy into the PDF f of xy dx dy. Here this is the range for x and y, that is double integration. So in this way we can calculate expectation of any function of bivariate random variable. So if we take the function as x raised to r and y raised to s, this will give us the moments by substituting the different values of r and s. So this function will give this function of x and y, that is if we take g of x, y as this, then it will provide us the moments of bivariate random variable or bivariate distribution. So by definition we can write this x raised to r, y raised to s into f of xy dx dy. Suppose we will put r equal to 1, s equal to 0, then it will give us expected x. Here we can see that if r equal to 0 and r equal to 1 and s equal to 0, it will give us expected x, and its formula will be, this is double integration x into f of xy dx dy. So this is the formula for expected x. Similarly, we can substitute different values of r and s to get the further movement. So we can see that this is mu rs dash. So this is mu 1 0 dash. So this is the first raw moment. Let's substitute r equal to 0 and s equal to 1. We will get expected y, which is double integration y into f of xy dx dy. So this is mu 0 1 dash. In this way, this is the second raw moment. Similarly, if r equal to 1, s equal to 1, we will get mu 1 1 dash, which is expected xy. So this is the expected xy. All these moments are required to calculate the Pearsonian's coefficients. Also we want the mean variance of the distribution. That's why we need these moments. Then substitute r equal to 2, s equal to 0. So this will give us mu 2 0 dash, which is expected x square. So this can be calculated. By this. So double integration x square f of xy dx dy. Similarly, if r equal to 0 and s equal to 2, it will give us expected y square, that is mu 0 2 dash, which is double integration y square f of xy dx dy. And finally we can calculate the central moments from these raw moments. Also we can find out the covariance and correlation terms from this. So mu 1 that is first central moment, so this can be written as x minus m1 raised to r and y minus m2 raised to s. So here m1 is the mean of x and m2 is the mean of y. So in this way we can calculate the central moments. So by definition we can write x minus m1 raised to r, y minus m2 raised to s into f of xy dx dy. So this is the central moment, and if we put, this is mu rs, if we put different values of r and s, it will provide us the central moments. Or we can calculate these central moments from by using the raw moments. So mu 10, that is expected x minus m1, so this is 0. Similarly mu 0 1, this will be 0, so this is the first central moment which is 0. Then we can calculate mu 20, so this is expected x minus m1 bracket square. I am writing from the definition, I am substituting r equal to 2, s equal to 1, s equal to 0 here, and I will get the central moment. So this is the variance of x. Similarly mu 0 2 will be expected y minus m2 square, so this is variance of y. So in this way we can calculate variance of x and variance of y. And we can calculate expected, this is covariance between x comma y, this is expected xy minus expected x into expected y. Also correlation between x and y, this can be calculated by covariance between xy and at the denominator square root of variance of x, square root of variance of y. So these are the basic concepts which we have already learned in the first year BSc, but how to calculate it for continuous distribution is taken here. So we have to take the double integration instead of the summation in bivariate discrete random variable. So here bivariate random variable is a continuous, that's why we are taking its integration. So this is all about the moments of bivariate random variables. Here expectation of x, its definition is x into f of xy dx dy. So this can be further solved for the simplification. So this is integration for x, this is integration for y. We can take this x as a constant for integration of y. So this is dy, this is integration of y into dx. But here we can note that in bracket it is the marginal distribution of x. We have seen earlier that this is the marginal distribution of x. So integration x into f1x dx. So for simplification purpose, this can be used for calculating the expected x. Similarly, expected y, its definition is from minus infinity to infinity, y into f of xy dx dy. So we can take this y as a constant for the integration over x. So suppose this is integration over x, I can interchange the integration. This is the rule. So integration dx dy. So this is the integration for x. So similarly we can say that in bracket this is the marginal distribution of y. So this is f2y. So I can substitute there f2y. So integration y f2y dy. So for simplification purpose, we can use these formulas instead of this. Suppose we are having our marginal distributions, then we can calculate directly by using these formulas. Let's take some theorems on expectation. Theorem number 1. It is, suppose we are given a bivariate random variable x comma y and f of x comma y is its joint PDF, then we can write expected x plus y equal to expected x plus expected y. So this is the theorem. Let's see its proof. So we are going to take this side. By definition, we can write this as x plus y, because here x plus y is a g of x comma y, that is function of x and y, as we seen just now. So this is minus infinity to infinity. Here f of xy dx dy. So this plus sign, because of this plus sign we can write down double integration x into f of xy dx dy plus double integration y into f of xy dx dy. We should write the integration range. So this is the proof, which this is expected x and this is expected y. Further we can write this also. So integration x into f1x dx plus integration y into f2y dy. We have solved this. So this is this is expected x and this term is expected y. Hence the proof. So this is theorem number 1, which is expectation of addition of the random variables. This can be written as addition of expectation of two random variables. So this is the theorem number 1. Let's see the second theorem. Suppose x and y are bivariate random variables and suppose f of xy is its joint PDF, and if x and y are given the independent random variables, then expected xy, this is the product of expectations of x and y. So let's see its proof. We are given that x and y are independent random variables. So we know that f of xy, this should be the product of marginal PDFs for all x and y. So this is the condition. Let's give it to the number 1. Then let's take this side. So f of expected value of xy, this can be written as in this way, and we will substitute here value of f of xy from equation number 1. This is f1x and we can separate this integration by the rule of integration. So x into f1x dx into integration y into f2y dy. So this can be written, and this is, we know that this is expected x and this is expected y. So hence the proof of second theorem. So these are two theorems related to expectation of bivariate random variable. Let's see one example. Suppose we are given joint PDF f of xy, this is equal to 2. This is the given range, and we are asked to calculate its correlation. Then we will first find out its marginal distributions, and then we will go for its correlation step by step. So f1x can be calculated by integrating this with respect to y. So here the range of y, we can see that it is from x to 1 with respect to y. So this is 2 times So this is the marginal distribution of x. Here I have to write the range of x, that is overall range, which is from 0 to 1. Similarly, f2y can be calculated by integrating this joint PDF with respect to x over the range of x, which is from 0 to y. So this is 2y. Range of y is from 0 to 1. So this is the marginal distributions. Let's calculate expected x. This is integration of x into f1x dx. Here the range of x is from 0 to 1, that is overall range. So x into this can be solved. So 2 times this bracket this will give us so this is 2 upon 3. So I will write down the values here. Expected x is 2 upon 3. Let's find out expected x square. So I will change here only. So by solving this, we will get 1 upon 6. So expected x square is 1 upon 6. We can calculate variance from that. So variance of x is 1 upon 6 minus this 2 upon 3 square. So by solving this, we will get our variance. Similarly, we can find out the expected y and expected y square. Here the range of y is also 0 to 1. Here f to y we have calculated it as 2y. So we will substitute. So this is 2 into. So final answer is 2 upon 3. I will write down here. So expected y is 2 upon 3. Similarly, expected y square, you can calculate this as so expected y square is half. And variance of y is half minus this 2 upon 3 square. So in this way we can calculate the variance of x and variance of y. And then we can calculate the covariance and correlation of x, which we see in the next video lecture. Thanks for watching. Thank you.